so selfish, yeah. I can't help it. I need you all to myself. Keep your focus.
Good morning, guys. It is your girl Glam Queen AB, who is now and officially going as Antonique B, or the real Antonique B. Hence, I keep changing my YouTube name, I know, but I'm just going to stick with Antonique B. And I'm going to keep it as that because that's my name, Antonique, and my last name starts with a B. So today's video, I'm going to show you guys how I got this apartment friendly, I guess, balcony tabletop bar. And I'm not going to demonstrate how I got it as far as putting the pieces together, but I will show you the pieces where I got the wood from, the measurements and things of that nature for you to be able to get this project. And this is an 8-foot long balcony table, and it goes across my whole balcony. So first I'm just going to start off with showing you guys the products that I used for this project. Of course, you will need some wood that you can get from Home Depot. If you go there and you request a slab of wood, they're going to ask you what type of wood that it is that you want. You have to go there with the measurements. Please keep in mind, because I did not know this when I typed in the measurements, when I wrote up the measurements and I took it to Home Depot, that they do things in feet and inches. I went there with my things in millimeters. I can also put the video of which I got this idea from down in the comment section so you guys can see why I did it in millimeters. And before I continue this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, turn on your notification bells if you guys want to see more DIYs or whatever type of videos you guys like to see, more clothing videos. I swear, I promise I'm going to come back with more videos. But in the meantime, if you guys want to see DIYs or things of that nature, just let me know. I'll try to record more DIYs. And the only reason why I didn't do this as a DIY, and I plan to, is because of the fact that I was getting so frustrated, because when I went to Home Depot, it was just like constantly having to rewrite out the measurements and convert it. Then when I went to go and get the screws, that was another thing that was in like millimeters. So we had to just keep writing things out and converting it to the way that Home Depot have it for me to be able to get the things that it is that I need. This was a fairly easy DIY once I got it down, even though I want to say that the one that I saw online was probably 3 times smaller than this project. I am pretty handy. I love building things. So yeah, now we can get right into the video. So the items that you will need is a drill, or a cordless screwdriver. I got this from Walmart. I want to say that I paid no more than $20. I got these nails right here, which is 8 by 1.5 Uber grade GRK fasteners. And when you get this product, you want to make sure, one second, let me take this off. Wait. I want to show you guys something. When you guys buy these screws, even though you could probably get these exact screws from your local Home Depot, I paid about $7 and some change. It comes in a pack of 100, and I still have quite a few left. You want to make sure that it comes with this inside, because this will go inside of your drill and you will stick it inside the screw and it will work perfectly. You want to be careful when you get this, if you get this drill, because these pieces can fall out. So you just want to tighten that up like that. It works like that. And it's called a Hyper-Tuv 8V Max Lithium. This is a sanding sponge. It got a little wet because it's raining out here in Atlanta. Also, quickly, I plan to do videos on my journey from New Jersey to Atlanta. So if you guys would like to see that, if you guys would like to know how to look for jobs, if you guys want to know what my experiences have been for the last 7 months, let me know. What else? Oh, apartment hunting. I plan to do that again because I will be moving into my next apartment, so I can give you guys a budget-friendly or affordable apartments in the Atlanta area based off of area as well. So a sanding band, I got that from Dollar Tree. That's only if you need to sand down the wood after putting it all together. Tight Bond 2 premium wood glue. Honestly, I just went in the store and I bought that. I didn't know how good it'd be. It says water resistant, interior and exterior, so that means that we can use it inside and outside. Fast set time, stronger than wood. Water cleanup. Water cleanup, that was a scary part to me. What else? Surfaces must be clean and dry. Joints should fit tightly. Apply a heavy spread of glue. Clamp for a minimum of 30 minutes. Do not stretch joints for 24 hours. Let's see. Remove excess wet glue with clean, damp cloth. Close cap after use. I would buy 2 of them for a size like this. I used about 1.5. This bottle is almost empty, but this is pure acetone. So if you're spray painting, you're not able to be spray painting just on your balcony. Hence is why there's spots right there, because I haven't quite cleaned it up. But but pure acetone will be able to get it removed. And then cling wrap. Cling wrap is just to see. I put cling wrap. You can't see on here, but I put cling wrap going across the balcony to stop the spray paint from getting on the balcony when I spray it. So that is all the tools that you will need. When it comes down to the screws, I would buy the screws because I did put some screws in here, as you can see, and they told me to get wood filler, but honestly I didn't want to use wood filler because I was trying to be fast and I just wanted the project to hurry up and be done. If you want to color it, you can use spray, or you can spray paint, or you can use stain. So into the wood and how I did this. So you should have how many different pieces of wood? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You should have 7 pieces of wood. You should have a top. You should have 2 sides. You should have a back. You should have a front. And let me see if I can get under here. Let me see if you guys can see. Oh, right here. And you should have 2 braces. If you guys can tell what's happening in here, you should have 2 braces that will sit on the railing. So, like I said, I was having a difficulty when it came down to getting the wood, hence is why this thickness of this wood and this wood is different. Another disclaimer that you should know when it comes down to trying to build this and you try to go to Home Depot is that they don't cut anything smaller than 12 inches. So the 2 sides, the 2 sides and the back were supposed to be the length of this. I had to buy this and the 2 braces that's under separately because of the fact that they already came pre-cut, hence is why the wood is different, if that makes sense. If it doesn't make sense what I'm saying, just let me know and I'll try to explain it further. But I had to expand these up to this height because of the fact that I didn't want the thickness from this one right here because it would take away from the space that you get to sit things on top of the bar. Okay, so the dimensions, the 2 sides, I'll give you guys a second to take out your pen and paper. You can pause it at this moment so that if you want to get one that's this length, that's like 8 feet, you should write down these dimensions. But before I get into that, you have to measure the width of this. this will tell you how far apart your two braces under here have to be. So you want to get a measuring tape. I didn't bring my measuring tape out here, but you want to get a measuring tape and you want to measure this and you want to try to get it to the T. Mind you, I didn't mark any of this, hence is why some of the screws that are in here are not quite even, because like I said, I just wanted to get this done. Don't be like me. I think that you guys should create markings because of the fact that I winged it and this thing is actually pretty sturdy. But if you don't get this measurement right here perfectly, then you will make this either too big or too small, and once that glue cures or dries, you will have a major issue. So I would say measure from this outside to this outside perfectly. I literally stopped, if you can see where my finger is, sorry if I have the spray paint on my finger. I literally started right here and stopped right here, and that's why it fits on there so tug. This project was supposed to have 2 more pieces called stoppers, and they went on the inside of the braces, and you would screw it. You wouldn't screw it into the railing because you don't want to damage the property, but you would screw it to make it more sturdy. Yeah, but like I said, those were like 30 millimeters by like 2 inches or something like that, and Home Depot cannot cut that for me, so I didn't know what I was gonna do. You know that we're quarantining and a lot of stores are closed, so this project would have took forever in the event that I would have tried to figure that out. So luckily it worked out. Whatever. So for an 8-foot balcony bar, I have 2 12 by 12s for the sides. The sides are 12 by 12 plywood. So 12 by 12, 12 by 12, 12 by 12 plywood. And then the tabletop is 8 feet by 12 inches. So 8 feet long ways, 12 inches in width. The tabletop, the back of the tabletop is also 8 feet by 12 inches. And the slab of wood, I want to say I only used like 3 pieces from the slab of wood, and I still had 2 long pieces. I still had 2 long pieces left. So you could use that as scrap wood if you want, if you are afraid that you're going to damage something. But these screws really aren't. I glued it before I screwed it anyway, so it's kind of just like I didn't damage anything when it come down to putting in the screws. And I did the bottom part first. If you do the bottom part first, you will be able to sit this on the floor and screw it in, and then do the sides and the back. So yeah, where was I? This part right here, this little log, I had to buy it separately. So the slab, which was these parts, the wider parts, that's 12 inches, that came as a $30 slab. A $30 slab. You ask Home Depot, plywood, $30 slab. Ask them if it's still wet, because if it is still wet, you have to wait a week before you can spray it, spray paint it, do anything, put any type of color on it. And that's because of the fact that if it rains or anything like that, the wood, not even rain, the wood is just going to soak up the product if you don't get wood that is already completely dry. So you make sure that you want to ask them if it's dry, if you're able to spray paint it the same day. So this log right here, these logs were $3 and some change. I brought 2 of those. One of them is about, I want to say this is 4 inches or 8 feet by 4 inches. These and the braces are 4 feet. So you want to get you're going to buy 2 of these, 2 4 by 8 inches. You're going to keep 1 hole to put on the front as a little drop down, And then the other two, like I showed you under here, let me see where it starts at. Right here starts, and it goes all the way down there. You want to get another one, and you want to cut it in half, so that would make it 4 inches by 4 feet by 4 inches. So the numbers again, the sides, 12 inches by 12 inches. The back and the tabletop, 8 feet by 12 inches. This right here, this little log is 4 inches or 8 feet by 4 inches. The two brackets under here, it is an 8 feet log, but it got cut in half, which makes it 4 feet by 4 inches. Now, to construct this, you want to get the tabletop, and me personally, I put the braces on first. The easiest way to put the braces on first is to measure it. That is where measuring this railing comes in handy. So you're going to find the center of your tabletop. You're going to keep that amount of space in between, and you want to mark it and you want to glue it. You want to make sure that you use your measuring tape and measure it all the way down. Measure it all the way down the 4 feet log to make sure that it is the same amount of space away. If you don't measure it and you don't do it right, you will highly be disappointed. And once it dries, you will not be able to do it, and you will not be able to test this product out until it is dry. Please keep in mind of this, please. So I did the braces first. After I put the braces on, I laid it backwards, I put the braces on, and then this log right here that's on the back is a heavy log. You have to use an extreme amount of glue on this project in order to get it to cure, because of the fact that it is extremely heavy. So you have to use a lot of glue. Please do not, listen, just use a lot of glue. Cover the whole, say if you were to put glue right here, cover the whole thing in glue. Do not put no light layer of glue. You will not be able to see it under. The only reason why you can see glue here is because I accidentally put this back part right here, and that's supposed to be the back right there. So that's the only reason why you see glue. In the event none of this would even be here and I wasn't building it again. So then you could put the braces on and the front part on all at the same time. And then you wanna, what I did was I just stepped on it. I stepped on it to cure it. But what I would suggest that you do is put the braces on, let it dry maybe for about 2 hours, step on it. Don't step on it for 2 hours, but put some weight, step on it maybe for about, I would say 10 minutes. It usually starts to cure at that point. And then try to put something heavy on it. Honestly, I didn't have clamps. I just used my fire extinguishers. So I laid the fire extinguishers on it. If you have something heavier, weights or anything like that, you can use that. And put some weight on it. Get someone, after that, get someone to help you. Or if you do a smaller one and you can pick it up yourself, get someone to help you put it on top of the railing to see how sturdy it is. You do not want to create this whole project just to find out that you are not able to use it because of the fact that the braces did not fit. So before putting this log on, when you have the two braces on and it's cured, have somebody help you. Check the logs, like you can wiggle it, try to lift it up with 2 hands from the back by the braces and see if it falls down. If it does not fall down, then you should be good to go. Put it on top of your railing. Make sure that it fits perfectly and it's not wobbly, because you may have to improvise in the event that it is wobbly. Then I would say put this log on. This log is going to take a while to dry. I can't even tell you how many hours that you should even allow for this to even dry. I just say give it a couple hours for it to dry. And then I attached this log part which the back part is sitting on top of the thing. If you can tell the difference, this is sitting on top and this is sitting on the side. So I did this part, and what I did was I laid the product on the balcony with the back up against the wall. You guys are gonna get creative if this makes any sense, but this is on the floor. I had it up against the railing. I glued my little flowers is moving. I glued the entire back part. I sat this on there. I put it up against the wall, and then I used my fire extinguisher sitting on top of this, but you have to get it sturdy. You actually may have to hold it maybe for like 10 minutes to get it to stay for a project this big. For a smaller project that's significantly smaller, you're not even going to have to worry about having that problem. But I use my fire extinguishers to hold it. And then while that was doing that, I put this side on only because it was up against the wall. All I can say is that you guys have to be real creative with the way that you're going to hold these products up, because this is heavy, and there isn't one of these on the other side, so you get the drift that it may be falling down the other side, so you have to use something to put the weight to keep it up. So I put this side on. It really wasn't a difficult task to put this on, and I just let this sit with something in between, giving it a little bit of pressure. And then once I let these two dry, this and this dry, I hurried up and I put some screws going across here in the back and going down here in the back. Also, a good tip would be, if you don't care about the stains and stuff like that, or if you can use some decorative flowers the way that I did, it would be to seal it. Use some of that wood glue and seal it in there to, you know, reassure that it's not gonna come apart. Okay, see, sturdy. So I put that on, and then the last thing I had to do was put this on. Guys, I know that it was probably hard having to listen to me try to explain this. I really did the best that I can. I really hope that you guys love this DIY. My bar chairs will be here shortly, so I'm gonna buy like two. I bought 2 bar chairs. I'll probably buy 2 more. Probably, you know, get some lights. My birthday is coming up, so if you guys would like to see how I utilize this bar, I could do like a little vlog of my birthday and show you guys how this was used and show you people sitting at it with the chairs. I plan to create a vibe with my little George Foreman outdoor-indoor grill, which was about $80 that I got from Walmart. And, you know, I just hope that you guys like this project. And the reason why I even did this is because I wanted a space where I can come outside, you know, smoke hookah, enjoy some fresh air, whether it's by myself or with my friends, and, you know, have something that you love. I always say this is the epitome of creating the lifestyle that you want. I never expected to be putting a balcony tabletop on my balcony in my own apartment, my first apartment. And you always dream of the things that you feel like you can see in your first apartment and the things that you love. So I feel like if there's anything that you love, anything that you want to create in life in general, don't ever let anyone tell you that you have to get a rundown apartment, or you have to live in the hood, or whatever the case is, because I love my apartment. I plan to do an Atlanta apartment tour coming soon, and this is just one of the many projects that I'm just going to have in my home. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching this video. Follow me on social media at The Real Antonique B. TheAntoniqueB. I love you guys for still supporting me, even though I don't record as often. And I hope you guys are being safe during this coronavirus, and really being there with your loved ones. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.